Before meeting and marrying Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively's love life followed a striking pattern. She just couldn't resist falling for her co-stars. This recurring theme not only shaped her romantic history, but also helped her climb the A-list ladder. However, in a 2011 interview, after she had already started dating Ryan, Blake claimed she had only ever had 4 boyfriends in her life and insisted she didn't get involved with anyone who wasn't a serious partner. But a closer look suggests that might not be entirely accurate. Let's start with Blake's first known boyfriend, Kelly Blatz. The two met while working on Simon Says and officially started dating in 2004 before filming wrapped. At the time, Blake was still finding her footing in Hollywood, and in 2005, she gained widespread recognition with Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Meanwhile, Kelly was also trying to make a name for himself in the industry. Their shared ambitions fueled their romance, which lasted for 3 years. However, in 2007, just as Blake landed the role of Serena van der Woodsen in Gossip Girl and her career began to skyrocket, the couple decided to part ways. Though their relationship wasn't widely publicized, it played a pivotal role in Blake's transition from aspiring actress to rising Hollywood star. Among all of Blake Lively's past relationships, her romance with Kelly Blatz was the most low-key. Unlike her other high-profile romances, this one remained largely out of the spotlight. Since their split, Kelly has maintained a private life, steering clear of media attention when it comes to his romantic and personal affairs. In addition to acting, he is a talented musician and was the lead singer of the Los Angeles-based band Capra for 6 years before leaving due to artistic differences. He later pursued a solo music career and has since transitioned into directing in the film industry. Blake's relationship with Kelly ended around the same time she was cast as Serena van der Woodsen in Gossip Girl, which not only launched her into stardom, but also led her to another romance, this time with her co-star, Penn Badgley. By now, it was becoming evident that Blake had a pattern of falling for her colleagues, though her relationship with Penn didn't start off as a fairy tale. In fact, it was quite the opposite, more like sabotage at first sight. Before Blake and Penn became an item, Blake initially tried to turn the cast against him. When she found out he had also been cast in Gossip Girl, she was not thrilled and actively worked to make her co-stars dislike him. In a 2009 interview, she admitted, "At first, I was so upset that they hired him. I poisoned the whole cast against him." However, her plan backfired. Once the cast got to know Penn, they quickly realized he was nothing like she had portrayed him. He was charming, kind, and well-liked. Even after recognizing this, Blake held onto her initial resentment for about a week before finally admitting that Penn didn't deserve the hate. This version improves clarity, flow, and engagement while maintaining all the key details. Let me know if you'd like any tweaks. Despite their rocky first impression of each other, Blake Lively and Penn Badgley gradually grew closer. Their on-screen roles as Serena and Dan required them to act as a couple, and over time, that chemistry spilled into real life. Reports suggest the two began dating in 2007, but Blake initially tried to shut down rumors. In January 2008, she dismissed speculation, saying, "Everybody always tries to dig into your personal life or create things that aren't there. It's silly. Any male friend is a romance alert for the media, but I've always been friends with boys my whole life." However, her efforts to keep their romance under wraps were short-lived. By May 2008, the truth was out when paparazzi caught Blake and Penn kissing while vacationing in Mexico. With their secret exposed, they could no longer deny the relationship. Later that year, they made their red carpet debut as a couple at the Met Gala. Blake and Penn continued dating until October 2010, when their breakup was officially confirmed. However, reports later revealed they had actually separated much earlier, before the Gossip Girl Season 2 finale in May 2009. Despite their split, they remained professional on set, keeping their breakup a secret from the cast and crew to avoid disrupting the show. Since Gossip Girl ran for 6 seasons, Penn later clarified that they had only been together for about 2 years. Reflecting on their time working together post-breakup, he said, "We were always very professional. We had to do all kinds of nutso stuff, having a fake marriage by the end of it. I don't even think in my memory there was one bit of strangeness." It wasn't even a thing. Years after their breakup, the exes continued to speak about their time together. In 2012, when Blake married Ryan Reynolds, Penn was asked about his reaction. He recalled, "People were like, 'Hey, did you hear Blake's getting married?' I was like, 'Okay, great.'" Penn Badgley remained supportive of Blake Lively even after their breakup. Reflecting on their past, he acknowledged how their relationship kept him grounded, saying, "Being with Blake helped me avoid getting lost in frivolities like drinking or substances. She didn't drink, so I never felt the need to go down that route." He also admitted that while their connection had faded, he was happy for her, adding, "People try to connect us in ways we're not connected anymore, but it's great. I'm happy for her." Despite their mutual praise post-breakup, rumors surfaced about the real reason behind their split. Speculation suggested that Blake had started seeing other people, including her The Town co-star, Ben Affleck. In the 2010 film, she played his character's emotionally attached ex-girlfriend, and behind the scenes, Blake reportedly used one of her signature moves, baking treats for Ben. Paparazzi even caught them sharing off-camera moments, and Ben later spoke fondly of her in interviews. Though their alleged fling was brief, some believe it contributed to tensions in Ben's marriage to Jennifer Garner. Blake was also rumored to have grown close to Ryan Reynolds while filming Green Lantern, further fueling breakup speculation. However, she and Penn continued to appear together at movie premieres until their public split in 2010. While many assume Blake left Penn for Ryan, the timeline suggests otherwise. She actually dated other people before officially getting involved with Ryan. One of those relationships was with Leonardo DiCaprio. Their whirlwind romance in 2011 took Hollywood by surprise. At 23, Blake fit Leo's well-known dating pattern, being under 25, but their relationship didn't last long before she moved on to her next chapter. Blake Lively and Leonardo DiCaprio officially began dating in 2011. But their connection may have started earlier. The two first met when Blake auditioned for the role of Daisy Buchanan in Leo's The Great Gatsby. Soon after, they were spotted having dinner together, leading many to believe she had landed the role. However, Carey Mulligan was ultimately cast as Daisy, and while Blake didn't get the part, she did end up in a relationship with Leo instead. Unlike her usual pattern of falling for co-stars during filming, Blake seemed interested in Leo right from the audition. Their romance was unexpected. Leo was known for dating models, while Blake preferred committed relationships. Yet, sometimes, love doesn't have to come with long-term expectations. Their relationship was full of excitement and adventure, starting with their first date on Steven Spielberg's yacht, where they were seen partying and embracing, sparking immediate dating rumors. Their whirlwind romance took them on numerous getaways, beginning with a trip to Venice. While the city is a romantic paradise, their photos told a different story. Blake appeared stressed, while Leo seemed indifferent. Despite this, they continued traveling together, enjoying Disneyland and bonding over koalas in Australia. Seeing a Hollywood couple embracing nature and adventure was both refreshing and heartwarming. They were also spotted riding eco-bikes through New York City, enjoying a more low-key outing. In their private moments, it was clear their relationship was more about passion and fun than deep emotional connection. Though they enjoyed their time together, it was never built for longevity. Their romance, like many of Leo's, was short-lived but memorable, a fleeting chapter before they both moved on to different relationships. Blake Lively and Leonardo DiCaprio shared many extraordinary experiences during their short-lived romance. One of Leo's favorite things about Blake was her cooking, but she also found a unique way to stay connected with him. Gossip Girl executive producer Joshua Safran once revealed, "When I think about shooting the LA episodes, Blake was dating Leo at the time, and she had this thing where she would take photos of a doll and send them to him." While sending doll pictures might seem unusual, it was their quirky way of expressing affection. Despite their shared moments, Blake and Leo's relationship didn't last long. In 2011, shortly after their breakup, she began dating her Green Lantern co-star Ryan Reynolds. Rumors swirled that Ryan had already fallen for Blake on set, even while he was still married to Scarlett Johansson. However, the two didn't immediately go public with their romance. In fact, Ryan once admitted that they even went on double dates with other people before realizing they were meant for each other. During her time filming Green Lantern, Blake frequently baked cookies for Ryan, something Leo had also enjoyed. Interestingly, Ryan has been described as controlling and jealous by his ex-wife and former colleagues, and it seems he wasn't thrilled about Blake's past with Leo. While promoting Deadpool 2 with Celine Dion,
"This Deadpool 2, not Titanic. All right, you're at like an 11. We need to get you down to a 5, 5.5 tops. Just phone it in."
This wouldn't be the first time Ryan Reynolds used Deadpool to throw shade at someone who had been close to Blake Lively. Interestingly, Ryan ended up being Blake's last boyfriend, as they married in 2012 on a former plantation, a controversial choice that they later publicly apologized for. Since then, they've built a life together, welcoming 4 children. Marrying Ryan, her final co-star romance, should have put an end to Blake's pattern of falling for her on-set partners. However, rumors suggest she may have developed feelings for her it ends with as co-star, Justin Baldoni. Many believe this because of a series of flirtatious text exchanges between them. One message from Blake to Justin read, "I feel the same. It's such a good feeling to get work done that we're proud of, and to do it together. It just clicks when we find it." Their playful banter escalated into near-daily texting. At one point, Justin joked, "I like sentimental Blake," to which she responded, "Never met her." When Justin added, "I also like asshole Blake, don't worry," Blake replied with a bold comeback, "I've met her. So have my suppositories." The personal and intimate nature of their conversation suggested something beyond a simple working relationship. As their dynamic continued, Blake allegedly began teasing Justin more, but things eventually soured between them. Speculation suggests Justin may have rejected her advances, or perhaps Blake felt guilty about her feelings while being married, causing her to project frustration onto him. A common thread among the men Blake has fallen for on set is her signature baked treats. Though she didn't get the chance to bake for Justin, she memorized his tea order, showing an early level of attention. Another similarity between Justin and her ex Penn Badgley is that Blake initially tried to sabotage him on set, just as she once did with Penn, before growing close.